Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dark Arts of Terminology. This course covers business models, theory, workflows, and technologies related to terminology management. My name is Alaina Brandt, and I am your instructor for this course. I've taught terminology management for quite a few years now, first as an assistant and later as an associate professor in a graduate level translation and localization management program near the Silicon Valley. I've served as director and then secretary of the American Translators Association from 2019 to 2023. I am membership secretary of ASTM F43, a technical committee that writes standards on language services and products. My background in terminology includes training with the terminology unit of the World Intellectual Property Organization. As you would imagine, WIPO's terminology systems are impressive. The Patent Cooperation Treaty Translation Division is the area in which WIPO's terminology unit sits, and this area deals with international patents. That said, a high degree of confidentiality is needed to protect the intellectual property within patents, and precise and accurate translations are needed as well for the patent approval process, given that mistranslations can result in the rejection of an inventor's patent and the endangerment of their intellectual property rights. The terminology validated by WIPO's terminologists feeds into the publicly available WIPO Pearl, a terminology database that contributes to the accurate translation and efficient processing of international patents through approval processes in 10 official languages. While visiting the WIPO offices in Geneva, I also had the chance to visit Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc is the highest mountain peak in Europe, and it was quite the view. I've also helped to author an open source course called Introduction to Terminology that is available through Translation Commons, and I am a contributor to Translation Commons Zero to Digital Terminology Guidelines as well. I've written and presented on the topic of terminology management through the American Translators Association. My experience in terminology management also includes work as a terminologist, researching, preparing, and implementing terminology lists and glossaries used in the production of translated and localized products in 80+ languages and within a wide variety of domains, including translation and localization and education, of course, but also media and entertainment, consumer products, government advocacy, and human and social services. I've consulted with private organizations as well, offering training and helping to design terminology workflows as a localization consultant. I'm passionate about terminology management because of its relevance to user experience design and ethics in translation and localization. Language is how people engage with each other around products and services in the world. And using terminology that is accurate given the source content, the target audience, and the domain is a fundamental characteristic of quality translations and localization, and what differentiates high-grade translations from low-grade quality. Because terminology is tied to how humans understand and communicate about the world around them too, using terminology that is appropriate given the context and specifications is fundamental to producing products that are ethically designed. The ability to carry out terminology management ethically, effectively, and efficiently is a major differentiator for language services, since terminology management reduces costs and drives user engagement. I hope that you'll walk away from this course with a greater level of respect, appreciation, and value for terminology management. Thank you.